MERN. So the language here is nice and clear. It makes it easy to understand. And what we'll do here is we'll do let results equal await, and we'll do server, we'll do request, server, and then we're going to do get. What are we doing? We're doing get request to slash, like that. And so we're going to say results is going to be equal to an object that happens when we get the server. And we're going to expect the results dot status code to be 404, like that. And yeah, we'll leave it there. That should be a nice simple one. Now, if we come down here just to run yarn test, oh, that's not working. Just. Okay, that worked, and we got one failed. Cannot use out. We got an error here. Just required an unexpected token. Oh, this is because I need a just config file in order to allow this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crib from the one from our other project, and I'm going to put that here into a folder, call in server, new file, and this is going to be just.config.js. And specifically what we had to do here is, if you look in to this, where it's the mox config import, I'm searching the wrong thing. We're going to do import modules. I think it defaults to it, but okay. We'll run this again. Okay, still getting unexpected token, non-standard JavaScript syntax. Thank you. Out of the box, just towards Babel. Which did I have to install Babel? I forget. Let's look. Nope, no Babel. Node folders. Okay. If you're trying to use EmacScript modules, that's what we're trying to do. So let's go here. Okay. Use EmacScript modules. Disable code transforms by passing transform. I thought I did that. Let's look. So I am looking at my, there we go. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this into my yarn config in my, I forgot that I had to do this part. So in package.json for the server, there's a script section where I can put in yarn test, and I don't want to do that. I want to do this. And the reason I want to do this, and let me just walk through this with you, is I'm going to set my yarn node environment. I'm going to experimental VM modules. That's the flag we want in order to use regular EmacScript modules. So save that. And I'm going to clear this. And now I'm going to do yarn test. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Well, now we're actually getting somewhere here. So this is saying that I'm trying to import the default module from server, and the server doesn't default an import module. So I have to configure this to be a export. I have to have an export default server, and what I'm going to do that, where'd my mouse go? There we go. I'm going to do server I'll do export default server. Let's see if this works. Command failed. Let's see why. Yes, but why did it fail? Command failed. Well, constant server async. Oh, because it's a function. And yeah, modify that, refactor. Let's do fastify ESM module. Using ES modules with fastify. There we go. Their name, file name. That's what I. So. Yeah, we just got to refactor that to. Okay, so we're going to do fastify constant server. So try that again because I think that should work. Yarn test runs. Okay, legal sig sev. Yes, I know. Thank you. Node trace warnings. I don't want to trace the warning. I want to trace the exception. Server node modules bin test no cache default open handles run and banned force exit. Those are all the commands. These are all the ones that I want it to run. And okay, so we're going to do export server. We're going to do this. Export default. Let's see if this works. Maybe? No. Okay. Let's see. Reference server is not defined. Yes, it is. Okay, here. Export default server. We're gonna zigzag. Huh. Well, time to phone a friend. Is anybody out there in the chat land have any ideas on this? Let's see if we can't bring the chat up again. And we will see. Wait. Yeah. Do we see anything? Anybody doing anything there? Keyframe interval is great. Where's the chat? Well, we are broadcasting. Anybody out there in the chat? Let's see. Got people. Got a couple people watching on Twitch. Okay. Well, I am confused as to why Yarn is throwing this. So let us Let's back that out. We'll save that. Let's run. It may be because it's self-running. Okay. The requested module server does not provide. So if we go into the test and we do import server from server. Okay. And then over here we can do export server. Export function. Nope. What is that? Export. Try that. Okay, so now I'm getting the 6.7 again. That's frustrating. Okay, I'm gonna think about this while I blow my nose. 1 second. Okay. Doesn't like that. Now, when we have our routes here, we have a export default async function routes. In the server, export async constant function. And we do this. Restaurants is going to be where I have that open. Default async function. Default async function routes. Yeah. So if we do this default function server and put it in as, because we don't need, yeah, we just need that. Okay, let's try that one. Zigzag. Let's see if this still runs. Yarn start. Okay, so we got to go back to the Docker desktop, turn off those containers. So that, excuse me, doing that doesn't change the functionality of our code, but we could do, we'll do server from server, and we'll go in here and we'll do default. Do I want my, I don't want it async. So now if we still do this, we should be able to work. Ruh-roh. It does need to be async. Fascinating. Yeah, it does. Default async. Okay. That works. Good. And if we go to, if we do yarn test, zigzag. I wonder why. Well, it'd be just dash dash. We just run jest. We're getting a failure. So we're going to want us to look at this again for using this here. in the package.js file. So in the package.json file, we have type module, so it shouldn't know about it, and transform. I'll put this in here. So we're going to go to our just config, and we're going to put in at the bottom transform 0. Oh, we're already doing that. So node cross end. This is the kind of stuff that you do once and then you don't ever do it again until you start another project and you're like, what in the world was that? Okay, we get a different error. Unexpected identifier. Okay. Module job where command failed. Yarn node experimental V modules. Yep, that's exactly what we're doing. Unexpected identifier where? Is that verbose mode? NPM is going to do the same thing. Well, we're out of time. The goal was to demonstrate that if we had a CI bit, if we had a CI server bit in here and that failed, that it would prevent anything else from happening. So let's, since it's failing, we can try that. All right, so it failed the server. Oh, we need to run yarn test. That's not entirely true. We need to do cd server yarn test. Now when we run this, good. You see that it's failing, and because it's failing, it didn't do any of the other steps, which is great. So we combined CI and CD, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I want to thank everybody for tuning in or watching as things go on as in your daily life as you tune in after the fact. Feel free to leave me questions, comments, snide remarks in the comments, or send me a tweet at @CodeFryer. Thank you much for tuning in, and we'll